We wheel them and we turn them and we rock them and we sound them and we temper them and laughs the rhythm sweet.
Hi guys, welcome back to DiRiddimSweet. I'm your host Phylecia Renae, and today we are getting an exclusive tour of the factory at Caribbean Food Delights. So hi guys, welcome back. We're sitting here with Vincent Hosang, who is the founder of Caribbean Food Delights. Welcome, Mr. Hosang.
Thank you for having me, Phylecia.
You're very welcome. Now let's start with the name. Where did it come from, Caribbean Food Delights?
Well, I'm from Jamaica, and I did work for a company. It was Royal Caribbean, but since we're under the British and we have a lot of Royal, instead of saying Jamaica, I said Caribbean. Okay. So because I want to include everybody, all the Caribbean islands. So that's where it came from.
Beautiful. Now, how long has Caribbean Food Delights been in business?
Caribbean Food Delights is a division of Royal Caribbean Bakery, and Royal Caribbean Bakery is in business 37 years. Caribbean Food came afterwards, and it's about 30 years. We grew up in Springfield, St. James. My parents were so generous. He had what we call a general store, you know. So growing up, he would give groceries to people who come to him for help. He had a kind heart. His heart was like gold. Did
he die a rich man?
No. No, but I guess some of it passed on to me. So I'm happy for how we made out. I think the good Lord had looked out for me.
Almost every event that I go to around the community is almost always sponsored in part by Caribbean Food.
Yes, they call on us. We help who we can.
But how would you say that your Jamaican roots have influenced your business?
I must say, you know, that beginning our support was all Jamaicans, or mostly Jamaicans. We grow the business from Jamaican people. We couldn't be where we are without their support. And they support us wholeheartedly.
Everybody knows that you have patties, right? But what else does Caribbean Food Delights have going?
Well, I wouldn't say everybody knows, you know, because, you know, I always said no matter what you do, there's some people that don't know who you are.
You're right.
And I've heard it before. We make a big variety of patties, about 10 or 12 varieties, but the main product is beef is number one, chicken is number two, and vegetable number three. Then we also make a spinach and cheese. We are doing jerk chicken wings, but we're watching it because sometimes wings are scarce and the price fluctuates. But patties is our main bread and butter. My brother, who was living in Jamaica at the time, he says, Vinny, look for a place and we start making Jamaican patties. If it doesn't work, you're still young, you can go back to work. I was a little timid, very timid. Really? I wouldn't start. And he came one day and says, I'm going to show you how to make patties. His patties wasn't that great. And he admitted that the dough was not right. We work on it until we get it better. And we kept expanding every couple of years. So we rented a place, a much bigger place. Dyer Avenue was only about 2,500 square feet. We rented a place 15,000 square feet. I remember we wanted money, we wanted financing. And when I told the gentleman that we're looking for finance, he said, how much square feet are you in? I told him 2,500. He said, how much square feet are you going into? I said 15,000. He said, you'll never get the money. But I said, I know what I need. I'm bursting at the seam at Dyer Avenue. We had to put the racks on the sidewalk before we could start. And the sanitation started giving me tickets for the side. He says, you don't own a sidewalk. But God has been good to me, you know, because from each step I make, we did have challenges, a lot of challenges, almost went under.
So what words of wisdom would you give to somebody who is looking to maybe follow in your footsteps? First,
you must see what type of product you want to put out there. Who's going to be your buyer? Who's going to use your product? And you shouldn't fool yourself. Like, for example, let's say you want to make Jamaican patties and you go out in the Midwest, you know, it might not work. Don't give up. There's going to be challenges this time, but then there's a saying, you know, while the grass is growing, the horse is starving.
What does that mean?
And meaning that you're trying to do something, and yes, the potential is there, but you don't have the money to fund it. So you're the horse that's starving now while the grass is growing. when I look back and how the good Lord has paved my way and helped me, I know I'm truly blessed.
Hi, Phylecia. I brought you some wings,
Yes.
jerk chicken wings. And did you try the Sabrina's Delights?
What is Sabrina's Delights?
Oh, Sabrina's Delights, well, obviously it's named after me. It's a new line of products that we have. So after I graduated from Villanova University in 2001, I literally only had a week. My dad said, come join the business. The previous director of operations was leaving, so it was perfect timing. So I joined right after graduation and worked my way up.
You still had to work your way up even though it's your father's company?
Oh yes, he was the toughest on me out of everyone here.
They got to learn to clean the bathroom too.
Yep.
You clean the bathroom?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Had to mop the floor, take the garbage out.
Oh my goodness. So now, what do you see next for Caribbean Food Delights?
Well, I want to take the company global. We were in the United Kingdom, and we are actually the only Jamaican manufacturer that is EU approved. That allows you to sell to the UK.
So I'm writing a book. It should be out this summer, and I hope it will inspire people because a lot of it is from my childhood growing up to where we are today.
So now when people walk into your stores and like they eat the patties and they eat everything, what do you want them to walk away with? What's the experience you want them to have?
I want them to tell all their friends that they had the best patty in the world. And that, you know, they'll keep coming back because, you know, when you eat something really good, the quality, the taste is perfect, you'll always come back and you'll always want it. You'll crave it all the time. And that's what I want our customers to have.
Now, what else would you like people to know about Caribbean Food Delights?
We just want them to know that when they buy our product, they don't have to fear of they're getting inferior product. We give them the best product and we don't cut corners.
You get what you pay for. Not many people know that we were the first to have a patty mascot.
Really?
Yes. We're the first Jamaican patty manufacturer that had the first patty mascot. We called it Mr. Patty, and we have a Mrs. Patty.
Really?
And I also, when I first came on board, we had a patty eating contest. We were the first company also to have the first patty eating contest. And we also have a bun and cheese eating contest.
So you're taking it all the way back to your roots, man.
Yes,
So fantastic.
yes. It's very important to remember where you came from because you got to know where you're going.
Exactly.
Growing up with Jamaican and Chinese parents, mostly my mom cooked Jamaican food. So I grew up with the food, I grew up with the culture. I consider myself Jamaican because I was just surrounded with that culture.
You know, I always said to her, you know, whenever Jamaican call on you for some help, don't turn your back on them because they're the one that really put us where we are.
Why would you say that Caribbean Food Delights is above the rest? Because you do have a lot of competitors. But why would you say that this company is above the rest?
When it comes to quality and taste, we hear it from other people that our patties is one of the best out there.
I think we put a lot of effort into being the best. I don't know if my dad mentioned, but we're SQF certified, which is safe quality food.
And you know, there's lots of big company out there, Fortune 500 company that can't get this SQF approval
Certification.
because their plant is not like ours. We're tiny, but in Jamaica it says little but talawa. A lot of time people ask me, Mr. Hosang, you ever dream you'd reach this height? I said, well, I didn't plan on staying small, but I didn't know I would reach this height. We're honestly blessed, and I'm thank God for that. I'm Vincent Hosang, CEO of Caribbean Food Delights.
And I'm Sabrina Hosang Jordan, Chief Operating Officer of Caribbean Food Delights.
The
DiRiddimSweet.
We'll be right back.